We first asked if you wanted us to talk about Blac Chyna not allowing Rob Kardashian's alleged new girlfriend, Alexis Sky, to meet their daughter Dream. Or the fact that Bad Baby made $500,000, that's a rapper, right? Made $500,000 her first day selling makeup.
Wow.
Let's see who you chose. It's Blac Chyna. 61% of you voted for her story, so here we go.
Okay.
Last week, we told you about how Rob Kardashian is allegedly dating Blac Chyna's rival, Alexis Sky, due to the fact that Alexis and Blac really don't like each other. Well, if that's the case, Blac Chyna said that Alexis won't even be meeting her and Rob's daughter, Dream. That baby is so cute,
So
okay?
cute. Great, beautiful
well,
baby.
That's because, according to TMZ, Blac Chyna and Rob have an agreement that no one significant other can meet their child until they've been dating 6 months, and she doesn't think Rob and Alexis will last that long. So, ladies, do you think Blac Chyna is being realistic or petty?
Well, I actually think the concept of this idea is pretty realistic, that you should have a conversation with whoever your significant other is that you share a child with as to what you're going to do going forward now that you're no longer together. So I actually think that that's really responsible. I think it's very realistic. I don't think it's petty at all in this sense. But I think sometimes overall, as women, we tend to devalue and not recognize that although we want to be like, that's my baby, that's my baby, that's my baby, you had a child with this other person, and technically, that's his baby too.
Right.
So I think we gotta recognize that when we're having babies with these men, you gotta consider that, God forbid, one day if you're not together, you hope that he would always put the best interest of your child before a relationship.
Well, I do want
So make sure you're having kids with the right people, that you don't have to wonder that part. That part. Let's start there. That you don't have to wonder.
If you say 6 months, I mean, why, Alexis could be petty and could, hold out maybe 7 months and be like, ha, now I get to see her. You know what I mean?
Did they make this decision mutually? So did Rob agree to the 6 months?
Oh, girl, I don't know.
Yes,
Just
yes. Allegedly, yes, this was done.
Okay,
and
just
a lot of custody cases now are now doing the 6 month term of,
I can see that,
waiting.
because you just don't want anybody next to your child.
That's
it's a
true.
sense of protection. And then also, sometimes your child can get attached to the other person you're dating, and it may not last. And then, you're fine that you broke up, but then the child isn't.
That's
and then
right.
you've got to nurse them through that.
It's a breakup for them as well.
I actually thought it was really mature when I read this, because 6 months is a decent enough time to meet one another. And I think on the person who's on the outside, the third party that's dating, you should also set that for yourself too. Don't make that kid fall in love with you if you plan to leave this person.
Yeah,
Because that's the whole relationship. And when a child's first learning about relationships and who the daddy or mommy is going to be bringing into the life, you want to just make sure that that's respectable.